will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert now. Open man, it's Allen. And now lined up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 32-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 73 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Chargers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chargers nothing.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Herbert off of play action. Interception. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. Well, as mentioned earlier, we're at or around the midway point of the season right now, and I want to go through a few AFC races and hear your thoughts on who's going to win. Let's start in the South. The Titans and the Colts 5-2, and the other team's only 1 victory. Who do you think wins this?
Boy, that's going to be a really tough one because of their style of play, but I will lean towards the Colts for 2 reasons. Defense and a reliable kicker.
Well, let's go to the north then. Steelers 7-0, Ravens 5-2, Browns 5-3. Is this the Steelers division?
I think it is with the way that they've started. Remember, they beat the Ravens on the road in their first matchup, and they beat the Browns at home. Gotta like how the Steelers are playing so far.
And then the changing guard in the East, Buffalo on top at 6-2. Is this all about the Bills, CD?
It should be all about the Bills, but how about those Dolphins? Now 4-3, Tua in charge at quarterback. They meet in the last regular season game of the year. I do think the Bills win the division, though.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Time long set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A more big-picture discussion. We talked about the races in the AFC, but how about the NFC? Let's start out west. You got 4 teams out there at 500 or better. Seattle 6-1, Arizona 5-2. What do you think about the West, CD?
I do like Seattle, despite the fact that they lost at Arizona recently in overtime. They've got Russell Wilson. They win the game.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues.